Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, May 9th, and this is our newest adventure. You've been wondering what we've been doing since we've been home. Lots of garden work. We have a very small hobby farm, and we've just recently gotten chickens. 6 silvers, I'll put the names down below, and 6 reds. 3 silvers, 3 and 3, excuse me. And we had an old chicken coop from previous years that we are repurposing. We've had to expand the run, and as you can see, we've put this black netting above the run because we do have owls and hawks, and we don't want any chickens to die because of predators. So we've just given them a little bit more space. We've added a temporary wall here of chicken wire, and today Mike and I are repurposing an old door which we had in the blueberry garden years ago that's just been decrepit, but we have chosen to repurpose it. That's what you do when you're trying to become a homesteader. So Mike, tell us what our project is today.
Well, we did have the this wall up a little further, about 10-12 feet further, and we had to add more netting. Netting is our new thing this year because in the past we haven't had to worry about owls and hawks and stuff like that, but we've seen a bunch of them around this spring. So we had to put some covering. Yep. And rather than giving them the whole run, we're only going to give them to here, which is totally fine, plenty. And we're going to make where Julie is standing kind of our storage area, work area. And then to get in here, we're repurposing this blueberry door for right here. And that way this can be a work area. And we can keep our food here, which is a big thing. We don't have squirrels and stuff getting in. This, I don't know if this is going to keep out a squirrel, but at least it's one barrier. Yeah. And we'll see how it goes. 6 chickens is fine for us.
How many eggs have we gotten so far, honey? We've only had the chickens about 4 days.
Well, actually, we got them chickens on Friday. This is Monday. And I think we've gotten over a dozen, 15 maybe. I just picked up 3 this morning. It seems that the reds produce first thing in the morning. And then our 3 silvers, our diva birds, seem to
they are divas.
Produce whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, look at the size of them.
But we've had chickens before, and we've had a lot of the production birds before, the brown ones. We've never had these before, and I don't think we've ever had chickens as large as that.
No, they're just huge. And again, largest. I'll put the name down in the description, but look at the size of this guy. These chickens are not even 1 year old, but they are considered production birds because they produce eggs, the red ones, and the silvers are breeder birds. They could be for eggs or for meat. We are going to keep them just for eggs. We have a small farm stand, which I'll show you in a later video, and we sell our eggs, we sell our produce from the garden, maple syrup that Mike and his brother make. So we're very, very happy to be back home, working our little hobby farm. Keeps us quite busy. There's lots to do after a long, hard winter. Okay, Mike, let's see how we're going to get this door attached and enclosed our new little chicken area.
Now, so in the past, we just had a hunk of screen across because we primarily took care of the chickens over there. But we're going to put that door in place, and so we fixed that a little bit. And we're going to put hinges on the door, then put the hinges on this post, which we've straightened out the best we can. And then the gap, there'll be a gap here. We'll just fill that with fencing, but we like the situation. So this would be our little work area where Julie's standing and I'm standing, which is actually good because we could put some of our tools for the garden here.
Right.
We have a rather large garden. And so,
which we'll show you later.
You know, rather than keeping all the tools over there by the shed, it's actually kind of liking this little spot we're in right now. Well,
we may end up enclosing or making a small I don't know, almost like a lean-to, a three-sided structure so that we can keep our tools. But
Yeah, maybe
folks,
back in there.
yeah, folks, I want to just point out some of our neighbors gather every day over in the cemetery, and they have a coffee clutch. It used to be, prior to COVID, that they would venture into the little country store and just have a coffee clutch. But once COVID hit, they had to find a new spot. They're just the nicest guys, and they come with their dogs and let them run. So welcome to our little world here at 5 Islands Road, Georgetown, Maine. We'll show you the garden in another section, and our farm stand. We also have Christmas trees, which we planted with our kids a few years ago. And then we have strawberries. So we'll show you all that later. But today we're working on the fencing and the door for this new chicken run. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, Mike.
So
what's our next step here?
Found these hinges, and if all goes right, I put the hinges on the right way, so we could actually open the door. We want to open the door out.
Yep.
So we kind of figured out where we want them. If I lay that hinge like that, it does go out. So let's hope for the best. We're usually a lot of times it takes us a couple of tries.
That's the great thing about a drill screw gun. Let me hold this down for you.
Yeah, just there. So anyway, I had these, I bought hinges, but I had this hinges in my bag. Because anything that I don't know where to put, I throw it in my bag. And it has a spot. So I think it's going to work out fine. A lot better than the screen. Okay.
Yeah, when we had the piece of wire fencing, which is currently now on the ground, we really couldn't enter this way. It was just too cumbersome. So we would come around to the other side of the chicken coop. Okay, we're going to attempt to mount it. We've put some a piece of slate and a piece of scrap wood underneath so that we can lift the door and put it there so that it goes into place. We'll give about 4 inches at the bottom to swing open and not get caught on the ground. Okay, I'm going to shut this off so I can help Mike. Okay, so we have gotten the door attached and it is opening the correct way. Mike was delighted that he was able to go to Lowe's and spend the extra 29 cents to get better screws. It's a big day for the Shays when we go to Lowe's.
Yep.
Okay, what's next, Mike?
All right, so obviously we have a gap.
Yep.
We're going to dig a hole. I have a post hole digger over there. We're going to set this, and this is where the door will close against.
Right.
And then we'll take this fencing right here and just put it up and close that gap right there. Or another piece of scrap fencing, something. We have a lot.
Right, okay.
And then I don't have the handles figured out yet. I don't know how to attach it because I didn't know how this was going to go yet.
Right.
But I do have, for now, temporarily anyway, I got a couple of eye hooks. We can just close it off until we figure out what we want to do.
Right.
But
now,
the next thing I guess it's Julie's got to dig a post hole. So
let me eat I didn't eat my Wheaties. Mike, let's talk about why we have such a big gap at the bottom with all the freeze and the frost heaves here in Maine. We've chosen to leave a large space at the bottom instead of bringing the door all the way down.
Well, primarily the ground's not level either.
Yep.
And we could come back next spring, and for all we know, the gap down here could be going the other way.
Right.
So, again, this will work.
Yeah.
This is just to keep things in there. We really do like that little work area that we were talking about. We can put our chairs in there and watch the chickens.
We have a very simple life here on our little hobby farm. Okay, I'm going to shut this off and let's get that hole dug.
So this didn't go the way I was thinking.
What happened?
I thought Julie'd be leaning on this, not me. So,
Yeah, because I'm just so much stronger. And we don't have our son or our sons-in-law to be up here digging holes. So, you know what, Mike? It's all you. I'm going to go get a wheelbarrow of dirt so that we can fill it in on the sides.
This is a perfect son and son-in-law job. That
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
have available to me right now.
No.
For whatever reason, Julie put her foot down.
She said, no, I'm not doing it. I want to see you.
She said, nope, 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 nope.
All right. Okay, we have attached the door, we have attached the post, and the rest of the fencing.
So, got a couple things to do yet. And as I said, we haven't figured out how we're going to latch this yet. We wanted to see how it went. Julie wants me to nip this off with a chainsaw. But that's it. We really think that we're going to call this our open air garden shed.